so you couldn't hear what I said. And it was real simple. Hey, Tommy is still streaming. The last thing I want to do is stream over him. I don't want to take one viewer away from him. So I closed it out and said I would just come back later. And just about that time, poor little Amelia started having some fits in her sleep or something, and Tommy had to cut it short. So I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity to try to squeeze in 9 holes real quick. And I did mention, you couldn't hear it because the sound was off, that I would let there be a vote in the chat to tell me which account to play. But because time is short, what we'll do is I'll go ahead and play this one. It's the first time that Mr. Snuggles has ever attempted an expert. Had to work at least half a week on it to just clean up Tour 6 and get myself to Expert 1. But now he's there, and that's where he'll stay, because I think to lose Expert 1, it was like 200,000 coins, and to win Expert, or to get into Expert, it was about 3 million. So as long as I play a couple of games a week, this one will stay Expert from here on. Alright, give me just a second while I check chat. I want to do a sound check, make sure everyone can hear me. No music, by the way. It's the devil. No music, by the way. It's the devil. Okay, sound looks fine. Hey, thank you, Danny, for stopping in anyway. Hey, John. Okay, sound looks fine. Alright, I'm going to turn the sound down, and then I will glance over at chat every now and then. Let me know if the sound goes wacky, and I'll see what I can do. Again, the last thing I wanted to do was get in Tommy's way. So, let's see. This account does have a better Guardian. I used the big dog for Tour 6 because of a couple of holes, and was able to do pretty good on that. Alright, now we're going to go with, for the first hole, I'd like to say Titan. And I did buy the sample pack, the collectible pack of the Bandera ball, but there are a couple of holes I would like to use it on, but not on this account, because I only bought one pack, and I'm not planning on buying any more. I just like to have them in my bag. Alright, so let you guys take a look at that for just a second, and I will run and get my notes. I'll be right back. Let the dogs out. Spencer, you gonna stay in here with me? Okay. Alright, sorry about that. What's the one thing I didn't do is bring my notes in here with me. Got my Australian Shepherd in here. His name is Spencer. No cats allowed. Let's see. Hoo hoo hoo. That's right, RJ. Yeah, in case you guys just joined, I changed it to the Guardian because this is more like Tour 9, and there are a few holes where it will be necessary to bring the dog out, at least one par 5, but for the majority of them, the Guardian can get it done. Alright, let's see what we got. Hey, SDS, what's up, man? Hey, that's a nice score you posted. That what was that, a minus 18? It's probably going to kick my butt. Whatever it was. Alright, so for $1 million, hopefully it won't be wasted today, but, you know, we get 3 tries. RJ, hole 9 is probably not greenable on the first drive in Expert. Now, with the right ball, and maybe in Masters it could be done, but I think what I did in my practice rounds was I was just able to get it to the second fairway. So we'll see what happens. It's all about the winds when they show up. Are they going to be the same? Are they going to be different? Who knows? Alright. I just wanted to make sure I saw my notes. Okay. Let's see what kind of wind they throw at us. What's up, Sandy? Yeah, SDS, funny you should mention baseball. That's why I couldn't wait till 4 o'clock on both my accounts. My 11-year-old has a baseball game at 5:30. So, you might see me speeding it up here as we go. Probably going to be some forfeits in there. Alright, we got the side wind, second tee, so we can't make our the shot that I'm used to doing. So we just want it to get up there. So I move it over to where the white bar is the 10-mile-an-hour bar. Don't want to give it too much power. I want to make sure I hit it good. And it should roll up close to the right side. Hopefully I didn't go too close to it. Close. You actually want to be a little further up than this, because the second shot, you won't have to worry about the fringe so much. But with that wind, I'm just happy I'm on the green stuff. Yeah, that's exactly right, Brendan. Alright, usually about now is when my sound starts screwing up, so give me heads up if it starts to get scrambled. There's not much I can do about it with no noise. You know, there's nothing to turn off. Oh yeah, that's a nice straight look at it here. The only problem is the wind. That 9.8 is going to play more like 12-ish on the wind. Yeah, see, I'm right there, man. Let's see if I can do this. Just choke it in the hole. Alright, we gotta hurry. Come on, come on, come on! Fall! Okay, it's safe to say that I should have had that, or, you know, at least it says that I know what I was doing, if nothing else. And this guy's got the Hornet 5, so I'm sure he likes his club, but the lack of backspin is my only problem with it. I'm sure it's a lot more accurate than mine. And, you know, if he had had 5 or 6 backspin, his probably would be in the cup. It still may be, but he'll have to roll it in. No, SDS, it was definitely squishy enough. I don't know if you noticed, but I put 6 backspin on it just because of the wind. And then I didn't even aim it past the hole. That's the problem with that shot, is it has to be kind of a close short iron. The long short iron, or even the long iron itself, you have to add more backspin. Look at that. Man. Couldn't just give me one, because that would have made up for the mistakes I'm about to make. That toilet is stopped up. Alright, so we're on track for the 13 under par. If I get the 13 under par, it just means I made no mistakes. And I have seen at least one 15 under par already posted in Golf Clash Elite, so it can be done. You just have to get used to these winds. I am not used to these winds on this account, number one, and I only play Tour 8 and Tour 9 usually, with Tour 10 every now and then, so I haven't been playing a lot of these winds. There is a simple thing to do, though. Your tours 1 through 6, you have 2 miles per hour per ring on most of your clubs, and it'll get you close if nothing else. But then starting Tour 7, and definitely Tour 8, 9, 10, and wouldn't know about 11, and that's a lot of headwind. Your wind, you basically just play it double, and for some reason it works. Yeah, this is going to be ugly. We're going to try it. Pretty sure I'll be closer than him, but at the same time, it's going to be ugly. I should have just forfeited and moved on. Too hot, too hot, too hot. Well, that's about all you can do with an extra mile. Brandon, the sniper wouldn't even get off the... I won't say it. The sniper would not help you with that hole. Now, if we had had wind at our back, yeah, okay, sure. Alright, so hole 2 is a little par 3 with the island. And, I'm going to see what kind of wind ball I have here. And I'm not going to take the chance of the island. I do have the Santa balls. So I think now it doesn't have a lot of side spin. Let's see here. Oh, I take it back. It does have a lot of side spin. I was thinking of the Bandera ball. Alright, so let's try a Santa ball. And I apologize for you guys that don't have Santa balls. In this case, I would put a katana in. Take off the most wind you can. And the reason I don't feel too bad about it is that's exactly what Tommy said just a few minutes ago. Find a ball with a good way to get rid of your wind. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing and talk at the same time. At least I'm not driving. Yeah, no problem, Brandon. Yeah, I know you're so used to it, just like me. You're so used to being able to pick your wood or your long iron for these holes, because you're just not used to playing them with your woods or your drivers. When we get to it, I will be showing you the Guardian shot. You actually can't gauge how it's going to go. You just have to guess because of the wind, but it's pretty consistent. Alright, so 6.1 wind. We want to hit right around in there, and I'm happy with the crosswind, because that means I don't have to play with too much of the garbage. And since it's a level 5 Guardian, it should have a little bit more curl on it. And I'm going to play almost double wind, not quite. Let me show you something real quick. You see how even if it hits just 6 miles per hour, at least I won't be in the garbage? That's why I said I like this wind a little bit better. And I graded it, but I think I'll be on the green. Yeah, that works. That way you guys can putt. So a katana would have done the same thing, only I would have had to play about 12 miles per hour per wind. So it's not quite double, but it's definitely more than 2 miles per ring. And we're up against a cat. Level 1, poor guy. You don't have enough backspin at that level, and you know that little bitty island is a tough target. Let's see if he can do it. Didn't see him play the wind. Okay, he can still get in from there. He was just worried about hitting the rough himself. All right, come on, Santa. Find the chimney. Get in the hole! Okay, so we're still on track. Doing good. All right, and as soon as I get done with this playoff, or, well, yeah, assuming he makes his hole, I will definitely need to check my clubs, because hole 7 got me when I left the rocket in. So I'm going to make a concerted effort to check this thing every single hole. No way. No way. That's a hard shot to do. I don't know if the wind got him or if he hit it great. I wasn't paying that close attention, but Matt, I'm sorry, man. That was rough. Yeah, I am liking the Tour 9 chests. That's nice. A Tour 9 chest is actually worth grinding. And what I mean by grinding is leave a slot open. Why would I want to leave a Tour 6 in here when I can get a Tour 9? It's a good problem to have, guys. Alright, so let's get rid of the Santa ball. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, so the next one is a par 5, and you want to get rid of wind. And actually, it's a really good opportunity for the new ball, the Bandera ball, because it kills the wind but still gives you just a little bit of power. But it's the opening round, or not opening round, the preliminary round, whatever. Don't want to waste those few balls. I will be doing that on my other account, though. I just have to buy the balls first. Alright, don't need to change my clubs because I already have the Guardian in. And if you're going to go to the left side on this one, the way the wind is, it's kind of straight behind you, so it's not that hard. But I just don't go that way. There's a lot of people that'll come up here, and you see how I can hit it right there and curl it right, but I'd still be in the garbage. So what I want to do, if I overpower all the way, I'll be a little bit further than this little ridge right here. So I may not do much. Maybe from hitting it back there I can add a little bit of top spin. And that way I won't have to overpower it all. Just like to hit that corner and turn it. Nope. Yeah, the top spin was almost a mistake, guys. No, Brandon, the Titan, if I had used the Titan, I'd be sitting in the garbage right now. You don't need a lot of extra power to get over there. Hopefully that made sense. You just hit that corner right there in full curl right, and it gets you close enough no matter how far up the hill you go. Now, I apologize if I seem upset with my good shot, but I just worry about next time. Ooh! Wow. Don't let that happen. Alright, so this is definitely a easy Guardian shot to get close. But you can mess it up with that wind. I'm going to turn it this way. Give myself plenty of room. And I would say I'm playing about 15-ish. So 1.5 times regular wind. I just don't want it to go off the back. And I added a little too much curl, worried about that wind, but it rolls down here close enough. Yeah, there's no such thing as an easy Nirvana shot when you have rough in front of it. But yes, it can be done. I agree. So, were you guys watching Tommy there at the end? I was able to get back on. Man, this guy just loves that shot. Was able to get back on right there at the end and saw that he was just on hole 2, so I wasn't going to stream. And as soon as I say that, poor little Amelia starts having a fit, so he had to go. That's terrible that happened, because I was ready to watch him for the next hour. So if anyone talks to Tommy on a day-to-day basis, make sure he knows that everyone watching, we understand completely, and we'll see him when he comes back. Now, something that I was confused about as soon as he hit it in the water. It's Monday. 9 times out of 10, they're just gonna forfeit the hole, give you the eagle, and walk away. But this guy, obviously Nate, he's in it to win it. So I mean, he got his birdie. He'll be okay. All right, let me go get rid of a chest. I think 20 shekels is definitely worth getting a Tour 9 chest. If you guys disagree, I'm sorry. But that's got to be done. Alright, so next hole is a par 4. And I used to think it was pretty easy. But when you play it from the second pin, all of a sudden, it becomes a little more difficult. So I want to get rid of a lot of wind. And again, it's probably a good Bandera hole. But we're going to go at it with the Kingmaker. And we're going to try to bump it out of the garbage onto the green, or at least near the green. Wow, Brandon. He's got some money, or he's just crazy. Alright, downloading data. That's not good. I hope you guys can still hear me okay. I'd like to say my signal's still good. Let's go back to home. Take another look at the clubs. Walk around. There we go. I guess I was just between towers. Alright, so we're still on track. Hope I can keep saying that. Alright, this wind's going to be, looking for it. Oh, in my opinion, one of the worst winds to have. Not so much because of the direction it's going. It's more because I have to overpower the club. Basically hit it straight. And then I have to be careful that though I'm going to give it full side spin so it'll go right, I don't want to curl it. Because if I curl it and then miss it great, I'm going to be in the sand. If I miss it left and I don't curl, I could be in the garbage. So there's not an easy, this is how you hit it, move on shot. Let's see what he tries to do. And I think J-Bone posted his on the 19th hole, but he aced this hole. So good job, J-Bone. Does an EM7 have backspin for what? Alright, so this is what I want to do. And I'm even going to add one of these, just in case I get a little deeper than I want. Got my side spin on, and now I just have to play the wind. Put that 8 right about there. And man, I want to curl it. I just want to curl it. And I graded it, so it's a good thing I didn't heavy curl. Oh, see? See what a curl would have done? See? So, I'm safe. Okay, Brandon, don't take this the wrong way, but I'm aiming for the green, man. But I know what you're saying. Just hit the fat part of the fairway and you're fine. That must be what you meant by backspin. Even with backspin, though, you can still reach that sand. So I'm either all in or all out. He missed his chip. That's unfortunate for him. I feel him, trust me. I've done it so many times. Alright, I've got the wind right behind me. So all I have to do is a little Adam Sandler shot. Tap it in. Hindsight is I probably wanted backspin, but I hit the cup. Brandon, if you meant does Extra Mile 7 have the backspin to stop it after you hit the fairway? No. Not in my opinion. Did the screen go black? Okay, it's back. I guess you guys are still there. Let me know if I get lost. I can still get the chat.
I'm getting towels.
Okay, you're still there. Good. Alright, so play hole 5. Hole 5 is a par 5. It's definitely albatrossable if your name is not James. We're going to go with a Kingmaker and probably try it up the right side. So I think I've already got the Kingmaker. I already have the Guardian. I know some people want to go ahead and put the big dog in here, but if I reach fairway, the Guardian will be fine. Alright, so I've already got the Kingmaker in. You can do this with really any ball. I'm just trying to make it easier. I might even have to switch to the, wait a minute, what am I looking at here? Hole 5. Yeah, this isn't the hole I was thinking. That's okay. I still have the right clubs. It's very similar to the one I thought I was on. I think I thought I was on hole 9 or something. Alright, so here you have to be real careful with that wind pushing it slightly to the left. It's actually tricking you, because if you overpower this and slice it by mistake, you're in trouble. And I graded to the left, but I'm hoping I'll be okay. Yep, barely made it past. What's up, Francisco? You're never late. You're right on time. Just don't change my luck, because so far it's going well. SDS, yes, this next shot is definitely an opportunity for Jessica. I just missed it last time I played because I think I just underplayed the wind or something, and I had to do it with the backbone. So if I was a little bit closer and I had the thorn, then I would definitely be fighting for it. But with the way the wind is and expert, I'm going to be very happy if it's just sitting next to the hole. Well, no, I'll be very upset, but I'll be a lot happier than if I'm in the rough. All right. Okay, so I do have the backbone. I would like to curl it this way to take the wind away. I think I curled it the other way last time, and I was really, really close. The wind, I know it's got to be more than 9, but you have to be careful not to land in the rough. So let's see what happens here. Oh, yeah, I didn't quite play enough wind. I was just too worried about missing it. Sorry, I had to run a little errand there. Alright, so we got eagle in the bag if nothing else. Maybe next time I'll get a little more aggressive, or maybe I'll just go back to the right side, curling it right, so I won't be so afraid of that wind. Hey Tim, I hope you mean live again for on the same day, and not that I've lost my stream and it came back. But yeah, I streamed earlier the pro, and I promised J-Bone that I would stream my expert round at 4 o'clock, and then lo and behold, Tommy's on. So I kind of told everyone not now, and unfortunately he had an issue with his daughter, so I went ahead and hopped on. Okay, you want an explanation of how I judge the wind. Basically, Tour 1 through Tour 6 is real simple. Most of my clubs, because I don't play any of the weird ones like the Goliath or the Sniper. No, I'm kidding. I don't play any of the clubs that have 100% accuracy anyway, except for maybe the rough iron. But it's real simple. 2 miles per hour per ring. And then as soon as the wind gets over 5 miles per hour, you have to add just a little. Like, really, it's you have to play it once and find out what a little is. Sometimes you get lucky. But then when you get to Tour 7, 8, 9, 10, I just basically double, or I either add 50% or I add 100%. So if it says 10 mile an hour wind, I actually move it to 20. And if it's not downhill or not way uphill, it usually works out pretty good. Yeah, this guy's giving me a lot of credit. The wind is not the way I want it, so I'd have to overpower it up to here, and then this one I have to underpower. So I may be sitting right where he is. I would love to take the other club to this. Let's see, let me go ahead and move it right here, and then underpower it. This is not scientific, guys. This is pure guesswork, because who on earth would try this shot? Still a little hot. Alright, so does that kind of make sense? It's 2 miles per hour per ring. Change to the rocket. Forget the rocket, man. And by the way, this was a shootout anyway. And I don't say forget the rocket because I don't agree with you. It's just when I put the rocket in, I kind of forget to take it back out. Okay, let me go ahead and grind this chest real quick. Do I have any 6s left? Nope. Alright, well, let's get rid of this one. And the reason I'm doing this is real simple. This account just finished Tour 6. So if I can get some Tour 9 chests for 20 coins, or I'm sorry, 20 gems, I'm taking the opportunity. Alright, so what hole we on, guys? Help me out here. Hole 6, par 3. Oh, same hole. Okay, I got you. Yeah, the mistake I made last time was that I took the extra mile out and I put the rock in. It was only a level 8, so when I got up there I couldn't use it. And then I took the second mistake I made many mistakes, was I took the Guardian out and put the big dog in. So the big dog was still too short. But the problem is I started the next hole before I changed anything. So I'm going to leave the Guardian in, and I'm going to leave the extra mile in. And if the wind is right, I'll show you what I mean by you have to imagine what your ball's going to do, even at full power, with the Guardian, because it switches to the extra mile and you can't see what it's doing. But if the wind's behind you, just full backspin, right curl, and pretend like you're going to aim 10 yards ahead of where you are, and it should fall at least on the green. And this is definitely a Santa ball opportunity, but after explaining what I just did, you also need distance. So let's go Kingmaker for now. And if I find I'm between clubs in one direction or another, I can always switch. Looking at my notes, yeah, Brandon, 9.8 downwind, yeah. So it's just like the last time we played it, several months ago, that I would do this shot and everyone's like, how the heck did he line it up? Well, I didn't. I just kind of guessed. Everyone else is going off the back and I'm sitting there on the green. Now watch me totally mess it up. Alright, see how I have the Guardian? I have to use my imagination here, and I'm thinking it's going to fall right around in here. I feel like I need to overpower, but let's see what happens. Yes, a little bit of overpower would have been nice and close, but considering where I aimed from, I'm not unhappy. You can't call it a mistake if it's been 3 months since you did it. Boom. What's up, Boomer? Alright, so he's got a decision to make. The 8, I guess the quarterback 8 might have enough backspin, but he doesn't believe it. I think he saw my shot and he says, well, why not? Of course, he took a white ball to it, so let's see what happens. He had plenty of curl, and it worked out good for him. A little long, though, just a little. You have to use your imagination. That's why I like the Guardian with the full backspin, because even if I mess up, I'm just shy of the green. If I mess up in the other direction, it's not going to roll past the hole. Get in the hole. Okay, hey, what's up, Mike? So far, I am. I'm on track for the 13 under par. Well, is it 13? Yeah, 13 under par. So I'll be totally ecstatic if that happens on my first try with one of my baby accounts, because that means I'll be able to go for it later and feel a lot more confident. SDS, we know you're not a Guardian fan, and that's fine. Yes, Brandon, this is the first time I've played an expert tournament on this account, and it's also the first time in over a month, because you know, on my main account I went back to pro because I was just chicken.
Are you still kicking? Alright, this one's still kicking.
I don't suggest you do what he's doing, even though he's probably going to be fine. He'll probably win the hole, and that's fine. But to win the tournament, you have to get a birdie every time. And maybe he just hit great or something. But again, he's just practicing, so that's fine. He can do whatever he wants. I just wouldn't suggest it. Alright, so we want to play it safe right here. Full backspin, as much curl as we can get. Like I said, I'd prefer to do this, but man, I'm so afraid of that garbage right there, and I've already hit it. Alright, so this is my ring method. At this distance of the club, it's about halfway up. You want it with 7.5 mile an hour wind. You want to play it almost double. And full curl. And I hit it great. I guess he thought he could spam me and mess me up. So see that? I played double wind. When it comes to Tour 9, that's at about halfway up your club, it's just double wind. At the minimum part of your club, it's about 1.5. And at the very edge of your club, it's, you know, if it was 10, I would play 22. So I'd add a little extra. And if you don't know what I just said, 2 miles per hour per ring. So at the edge of the white ring is 10 miles per hour, right? So I would play an extra 10 miles per hour. Not from edge to edge of the rings, but from the center of the ring to the edge. That's 10 miles per hour. Alright, I believe there's going to be a change here, but let me get rid of one of these. And go back to my clubs. Hole 7 is a par 4. That's what messed me up, is that long hole is a par 4. I was thinking, that's the par 5 I need the big dog on. And the extra mile. Everyone says go Titan here, so we're going to go Titan. With my clubs, I could probably do it with a Katana, or it's a great opportunity for a Bandera ball. But let's see what the Titan looks like. We already know we can reach the second fairway with the rocket, by the way. Don't ask me how I know that. You just got 12 under and you're upset? Well, boom. It's the first day, man. You'll be at minus 30 by the weekend. Thanks, Jared. Yes, Brandon, nasty win. But as long as you play it double, you'll at least be close. I know you could really hone it in if you do the measurements and, you know, division and all that garbage, but when you're playing, you don't really have time for that. You just got to keep it simple. Has anyone noticed the trophy counts that I'm playing? A lot of people get upset when they see that. I love it. I want to play someone with 5170 every hole because I want them to ace, albatross, condor. I want them to do it all. I'm a little worried about that top spin. Because for me to lose to a bunch of aces and albatrosses means in my bracket I'm going to be sitting pretty. This is what it's going to do. So let's come over here. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Alright, so I want it to hit about here. So let's just hit it and see what happens. Great's no big deal. Just want to bounce over and get it close. Now if I had taken full topspin, I'd probably be sitting right next to the rough and it would have been an awesome shot. But that 1 out of 20 times when it lets you roll in, I don't want that today. Yeah, Mike, it's called a condor. It's a 2 on a par 5. You don't believe me? It's actually on the game when it talks about it. How many rings of the Guardian at level 5? It's the same at level 1, really. I mean, it changes a little bit. When you get to level 8, it is a little bit less wind, but in general, it's 2 miles per hour per ring, and you adjust those, and then if your wind is over 5 miles per hour, in general, over Tour 7, you just double it at the middle of the club. Alright, so this wind, luckily, is going right down this line. So all I have to do is hone it in. The big dog is more like 1 mile per hour. So we're just going to hit it just like this. Put a little backspin on it. And pray for green. I know, hurry up and hit. Yes, I probably could have aimed it better and put a little side spin on it, but at the end of the day, I just want to get on the green here. Maybe this weekend I'll try to hone it in. Yeah, a hole-in-one is an ace on any hole, but a par 5, if you hole it in 2, it's called a condor. No, I'm sorry, you're right, I'm sorry. It's an ace on a par 5 as a condor. Thank you, guys. I don't play real golf very often, so... Yeah, it's hard to get an albatross on a par 4, so yeah, a condor is an ace. I'm a little distracted, so excuse my issue there. Alright, so he can still do this pretty easily if he uses full top spin and then plays it about I'd say a little bit further off to the left. Sorry about the phone ring there, guys. And he must have graded it. So, alright, so we got our bird. We're on track. Let me get rid of a chest, and then we'll look at the next hole. 8. I know I said I was probably going to forfeit, but, you know, I'd rather be a few minutes late to a ball game than lose some money. Alright, so hole 8. I guess I'm just going to leave it on Kingmaker for now. I kind of need the wind reduction, and don't necessarily need the distance, but let me just check it out. Alright, let me get back. This is actually a good Goliath hole. I know you just heard me say that. I'm not about to put it in because I'm not used to playing with it, and I hate the way the wind. The wind is like it's affected kind of like the big dog. It's only half of the backbone. I know the backbone will be 2 miles per ring, whereas the Goliath is. I mean, it's almost like it's half a mile per ring. It's crazy. The wind does not affect it. All right. Oh, let me get rid of that. All right, here we go. Hole 8. All we want is on the green. I played someone this hole. I don't remember. Was it this time or was it earlier in the day that the guy missed his hole-in-one by about 1 inch? And I guess the best way to say it is you need to be coming in hot to get the hole-in-one, because if the ball slows down, it just rolls off to the right. And with that wind, this is not going to be pretty. You got to have backspin. I don't like to take backspin to it because it makes it harder to get over there to the hole. But the wind is definitely going to push you down. and for some reason you go long. So we're just going to choke it down with some backspin. Alright, nice shot. And you see how the wind killed it? He's probably used to getting up there. I know the solution is to put topspin on it, but I just told you I don't want topspin because I'll be in the rough. So I'm going to play it around this area, put a little backspin on it, and wiggle it around until I can find where I like it. I guess right about there. And move it over here.
We have about 28 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Or actually make that 22.
So anyway, my son says we have 28 minutes left. I don't know if I adjusted for the wind right, but it'll have to do. Come on, roll down there, let me putt. I know you might be thinking, no, I'd rather chip it. Not over that little hump. Of course, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not going to be an easy putt. Yeah, we have 17 minutes to get to the ball game, so I'm going to, if I tie this hole, I'm going to forfeit it and move on to the 9th hole so we can hurry it up. Yeah, see how you can't see the hole? You just want to ease it up there until you see that glow. Then you stop the glow, and then you roll it past it. And then you come back to about halfway, and that's where you want to hit it perfect. And if that ball doesn't go in, you were robbed. Everyone see that? Oh, no, you haven't seen it yet. Okay, now, did you guys see that? That worked out. Awful quiet in the chat. Alright, so I hate to do this, guys, but I got to forfeit this one so I can get to the 9th hole. You shot appreciates that. What was that, 10 grand or 100 grand? I don't know. Alright, 1 hole left, and I don't have to sneak up top to look because I'm at the top for right now. All I gotta do is eagle this hole, and it will be exactly where I want it to be. Alright, so like I said, this hole, a lot of people want to change it to the big dog, but if you just get it on fairway, the Guardian will get you there. I think I do want a power ball. As you can see, I've only got 3 berserkers, so let's go Titan. I mean, I could also go touchdown ball, the wasted blue marble. Yeah, let's just go Titan, because I want to pick a ball you guys can use. Save the tricks for the weekend. Sorry for rushing through that, guys. Alright, here we go. Last chance. Alright, so while I'm playing this last hole, does anyone have any last minute questions? Is there something I didn't explain well, or my clubs are doing something yours won't do? You know, ask me and I'll explain how I get there. I haven't had to use a lot of overpower shots, and I didn't get to try out my new squishy shot, so I'll explain that one later in a video all by itself. It's kind of sad though, because I was thinking it was going to take 3 or 4 strokes off. Alright, so yes, you can reach, barely, but you've got to have right curl, otherwise you'll be in the garbage, because you have to bounce it that second time on the fairway. Yeah, see how the wind's pushing me over? I don't want to go too far over, because then I'll miss the fairway. And if you hit it great, there's a good chance you won't hit it anyway. No! So close, so close. All right, well, I guess the good news is I'm on the fairway, and my Guardian will definitely stop a lot better than a Big Dog will. But where you don't want to be is down in that sand on the left side, because it makes it awful hard to reach. Yeah, if I hadn't aimed so far to the right and then hit it great, I probably would have got the first bounce, but I just don't know if it would have curled enough for me to bounce it again on that fairway to jump over to the next one. It's kind of somewhere in the middle. You needed more wind. Yeah, you see where he is? He didn't get his second bounce. He can still reach, though. It's no big deal. Alright. So, where are we at? We're kind of near the end of the club. This is where my 2 mile per hour thing should work. I'm sorry, double 2. But you see this? I don't like having all this garbage in front of me. So I'm playing it safe, knowing I'm going to miss probably getting it in the hole, but I shouldn't miss getting it on the green. So I was actually expecting it to be to the left side of the hole. So I played right at about 18 miles per hour of wind instead of 9.9. So that actually worked out exactly double. Well, again, RJ, the risk is definitely worth it if you can reach the first fairway. If you reach past the first fairway into the rough, you can still reach. But if you're not playing expert, you're not going to have the wind. So don't try that on a pro. I did hit the fairway the last time I played on the expert, earlier today. But because I didn't curl it enough, it went in the garbage. But that's okay, I still got on. Alright guys, 13 under! Exactly what I wanted to do. No fireworks today, but it's definitely going to be a minus 30 opportunity this weekend for a lot of people. So that's how you do it. If you guys have any comments, leave them down there. I'll definitely take a look at them. But right now I've got to run out the door and go to a baseball game. So I'll let this guy hit and then I'll turn it off. Yeah, Mike, you got time to watch about 9 more, don't you? Alright, I'm about to make Steven's day. Watch this. Good luck. Oops. Hit his. He's sitting at home going, yeah! Alright, well, you see Angus is above me at a 14 under. He just finished 2. But I'm happy with the 13 under. You guys have a wonderful day. I will see you probably for the opening round. I mean, I'd love to do it Thursday if I can. So check me out. I'll try to post it in the 19th hole. Please go watch RJ, go watch Tommy, go watch J-Bone, go watch Helios. Watch all these guys and get better. Alright, catch you later.